projects a month, so that's bless you. So that's kind of, you know, that's kind of how things for as a part of design team. And
She's looking at me in the reflection of the phone.
you okay? Okay. Okay, so what was the question?
What made you decide to do YouTube for your career?
I did it. Action. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Marta here, and today I'm joined by my lovely daughter, my sweet Emily, my assistant for today's video. Video questions and answers, Q&A. We have tons of questions, and Emily will
read them out for
read them
you all,
out.
and
Yes.
Mom will answer.
Yes, we meant to record a creative video, but I'm kind of not up for it today, and I said, hi, record a Q&A, and Emily said, oh, can I do it with you? So I figured
Yeah,
we can do it together.
because we had a long day today.
Yes, a good day though.
Yeah, a fun day.
Yes, so go on. We start? You ready?
Okay. Question number 1 from Mrs. Kathy.
Mm-hmm.
If no one else has already asked, and it's not too personal, I'd like to know why you left Poland and why you chose Ireland as your new home.
Well, by accident. I chose Ireland by accident. I left Poland simply because I wanted to learn English. I wanted to get better in it. I wasn't good in passing English exams, and I figured that the only way I can actually do it is by learning English from native speakers. And Ireland was a choice simply because I had a friend here, and Clonakilty, West Cork was a choice as well because he was here. So that was just easier to have a point where I can come, and that was pure accident. But I left Ireland for 3 months. I had a job in Poland that I loved, and I got a free unpaid leave, holiday leave from my boss, and he was happy to send me because I was working as customer service, and he knew how English is important. So it was, you know, that's the plan. But after I think only a week, I rang them to my work and I said, I'm not coming back. I love it too much. And I literally fell in love in Ireland within days from arriving. And I remember I remember when I woke up the next day, I arrived, it was lashing rain. I mean, like a lot of rain. And I went outside to go for a walk in town to see how is the town. And there was an old gentleman with a stick, you know, and he was like this, holding this stick. He was like, hello, how are you? Lovely day. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's lashing rain all day. And I felt like I'm gonna be depressed all the time, but that never mattered. I just fell in love in Ireland, and Irish people, especially Irish welcome, till this day I love it. So yes, did I answer? Because I'm like sidetracked always. What? Yes, yeah. So pure accident in a way.
Question
A good one though. Yes,
number
please.
2 from Mrs. Anne.
And
I really enjoyed your Q&A. Love to see some more. What's your favorite colors, and what are the colors you don't like to use?
let's see if Emily knows. What is my favorite color?
Gray,
And
obviously.
what is my other favorite color?
Turquoise.
Yes, I thought you were gonna say gray again.
Gray and turquoise.
Okay, and what's the color I dislike?
Yellow.
No.
Red.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Red.
Oh yeah.
It's like, and funny enough, our 2 cars are
Red.
your hairband, but that's your thing. But other than that, we have nothing in red
No,
in the house.
not really.
And maybe project-wise as well, I maybe did like twice in red or 3 times in red, except Christmas. Like we don't count Christmas because this is Christmas.
Or Valentine's.
Yes. Let's move on to the next one.
Next page.
Next page.
Question 3 from Mrs. Caroline. on earth do you find the time to craft, make videos, and take care of a newborn? Hee hee. Does your daughter do a lot of arts and crafts with you?
Okay.
Now.
So I answered the first questions and you answered the other one, since it's kind of about you. When do I find time? It's difficult to find times these days because obviously life changed so much. Hannah has arrived. Emily needs us as well. But I guess since it is full-time job, it is full-time something that I do love and cherish so much, I'm trying to shuffle my time. But sometimes I just go and try to create and I have to take a break because Hannah is calling me or something else, and I'm coming back in an hour or two or the next day. So I do a lot of when she's asleep. When she's asleep, I'm like, dang, that's the time I record, that's the time I create, that's the time I do things. Why do you laugh?
Because she's asleep right now.
Exactly. So we're trying to squeeze.
The minute you come downstairs, do you want to record something?
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of how it is. And how do I find time? Truthfully, Lucas is around more often these days. Since Hannah arrived, it was kind of obvious that things has to change a little bit in our family, and now I'm trying to squeeze my work and family time in different sort of scenario, but without Lucas it wouldn't happen for sure. He's taken a lot of from my shoulders, like cooking and shopping and cleaning, so I'm lucky in that sense. And yes, and of course Emily as well, it's a huge help. You are, sweetheart, she's a huge help. She's changing Hannah's nappies, she's feeding her if there is a need for that, she's minding her
on the
she's,
weekends,
yes, playing with her.
In the mornings I let mom and dad sleep and I take her downstairs and I mind her.
Exactly. So that's how I find time. We are one unit that we just love each other, help each other, and with like my work and YouTube and all of you guys are such a huge part of our life as well now, that it would be like it's not possible to separate it now. So it's hard sometimes because I feel that sometimes I wish to do more, I wish to create more, even though the last 3 weeks I literally had like a video every day, a new one, but that was like a challenge set for myself. I'm also very organized in a way. I remember a lot, I come back to things, I try to squeeze as much as I can. I work fast, I do fast, I think fast, I make notes fast, I just write down everything, I take photos of everything to remember. So I think I'm probably well organized in this only thing. Sense, yeah. I think I heard Dad laughing. Did he laugh at what I said or not? No, he didn't. I thought that he laughed when I said I'm organized. Okay, next one. Oh, your question. That's your question. Does your daughter do a lot of
arts and crafts with you? Yeah, we do. We do quite a lot of art together.
Yes, we always did. Since even yesterday you asked me, did we do a lot when you were small? We did a lot before I even started.
The old house.
Yeah, before I even started YouTube, before I even started crafting for a living.
I liked doing art.
Yes.
And I had this big cardboard house that I had to paint, and I never finished it.
Yes.
It took a long time.
Yes, we were using glitter paint. Okay. Next, now Emily's crafting more and more, and she does craft on her own because she has her own YouTube channel called Emily's
Small World.
Yes.
It matches to Mum.
Yes.
Small and small.
Small and small. Okay.
Question 4. Do you buy products when you need them or impulse buy things that you like or want? Because Martha, I want everything.
Yeah, that's a question from Alison. I think a little bit of everything. I do buy some things that I just kind of buy. I have few things in my stash that I bought them just because I really wanted to have them, not even knowing what I do with them. But sometimes I buy them and I use them in 3 years' time, in 2 years' time. But honestly, I have so much things in general that it's very hard to buy now because I have no place to store it. Other thing is when you do design team projects, you got sent a lot of products regularly, and I was doing design teams for 2-3 years, 4 years, I can't remember, and I had sent lots, and I feel that of course I would love to get new ones, great, but I really do like come back to my old products, so I try to use, so I don't spend that much, plus it costs a lot of money, so I'm trying to, you know, I really buy what I like and what I will use, what I will really truly enjoy, or sometimes I buy just because something is extremely pretty, or sometimes I buy because it is cheap, and let's face it, some products could be extremely nicely priced and it's hard to not buy it, so I do buy them. So yeah, I buy impulse buy, and I buy things that I will use. And I'm shopaholic, that's the truth. Yeah, when it comes to clothes especially. No? No?
Sometimes you would buy a lot of clothes.
Yeah.
And for Hannah.
Yeah, I know. And for you too.
I think Hannah has like the most clothes in the house now.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Because they're small and they're cheaper than adults' clothes.
And they're adorable. Yeah. Next question from Torsa. When you start collage journals, how do you choose your papers?
Randomly. I love using random music notes pages, again recycling, reusing. I oftentimes just start with base of old book notes, old music notebook. How do you choose your papers? Randomly. I think I what I also do often, I look in my Instagram profile, I go back and looking at what kind of art journals I've done, so I'm trying to be different to what I've done. So if I've done greens, if I've done blues and reds, possibly not, but yellows and purples, I'm thinking, okay, let's go for pink. So I'm trying to challenge myself with trying to each time use different things, different colors, and be different to what I've already done, so I'll just be in a way original to myself. But I have like tons of things here, like papers here, look, like tons of papers, look at that. So I'm just trying to, yes, thank you, my assistant. So I'm trying to use that, you know, as much as I can. How do I use it? Sometimes it's if I have like a new set of papers, I just use that because it's new and I want to try it. And if it's something that I didn't use for ages and I found it again, this is kept on the side, so this next time I'm gonna use it. And yeah, I'm not sure if I answered it correctly.
I think you did.
Okay, thanks. But oftentimes I use old book pages, old music notes, leftovers, what's around me.
You like music notes.
Yes.
Paper. Okay, next question from Torsa again.
Torsa.
What color combination is absolutely no for you?
I don't think there is any.
Red.
But red color I kind of avoid. Yellow I don't use often either.
You don't use greens.
No, I do.
You started green not a long time ago, and you asked me in one video a long time ago, what color should I use? And I said green because you don't use it a lot.
True, but I think that changed.
Yeah.
I can't look in my Instagram because it's on my phone.
Because you started
and
liking turquoise now, and that's
yes, I love turquoise. Yes, it's my teal. What color combination?
Do you like orange?
True, I don't use orange. True. I don't use orange, yeah. So let's say combination of red and orange.
Next question from Nicola. Having watched your videos, I am sure you can do everything, but is there something you can't do and that you wish you could, and how would you change that?
I don't think there is anything like that you cannot do. You can do anything and everything if you want to, if you have the products. Sometimes we're limited because we don't have products, the materials. And the thing is that there is projects, caustic, I'm sure you know, it's about waxy things. So I don't have any products. I try to buy those, but they are expensive, the set to start off. I'm not even sure where to start. I'm not even sure what to buy, what brands, and I just didn't have time to explore this. So caustic would be one. Another that I would love to try.
I'm sorry.
Another seriously, like another one that I would love to try is this modeling paste, 3D painting from sculpture paste, it's called, I think, sculpture paste. So I would love to try 3D projects, paintings like flowers on canvases. Anything else? I'm sure there are loads. Artist trading coins, I didn't try yet. Yeah, plenty. But if you look on my projects on my YouTube, I've tried so many, and it's not that I'm gonna stop experimenting. No, I'll keep on trying different techniques. When there's time coming, I'm setting my mind into it. I'm trying to combine all the products, buy it all, and then explore. Many times I've tried techniques for the very first time with you on YouTube, actually. So you were witnessing my trials and my efforts and my fails. So yes, I think I answered. I hope.
Yeah, basically you need a big imagination, and then you can do like everything.
Yes.
Next question is similar, but it's from Linda. How do you know what colors to use?
I don't. I just have a feel for something. I'm looking around. I'm surrounded by products. I'm surrounded by colors. Sometimes if I choose a focal point that I love to use, let's say take this paper for example, and I love this little house here. So my colors combination will be depending from the focal point that I love to use, and we just hear that. Hannah woke up. So yes, that's the thing. How do I use colors? I'm inspired by new products. If I have new products, new paints, I use them. If I have certain papers, I combine my projects. I'm doing my projects depending on those products. So yes, what's the question?
How do you know what colors to use?
Yeah, I don't. I just use what I have around, what's inspiring me because of the papers around, or stickers, or depending on that. I'm gonna pause that, sweetheart.
Okay. Next question from Sharon.
Yes, Sharon.
How do you work through a creative block? Sometimes I just sit in my craft room all day and don't get anything made. There is too many ideas to choose from.
Yeah, true.
Procrastination.
Yeah, sometimes, well, honestly, I rarely have creative blocks, and it happened when I was pregnant. I was just too tired. My mind was not there. But another thing, I realized that as women, oftentimes it depends from our cycle, the life, biological, the clock and cycle. And I do feel that in some parts of the month, I just feel like I'm gonna quit it. This is it. Like, there's no point. What's the point? Why am I actually even bother doing it? And then the next day and day after, things changed. So if I have any block like that, I did come back here sometimes, and I was like, no, like I'm walking away. So I'm walking away. I just don't do it when I don't feel like it. You have to feel like it, but I love it, enjoy it so much. I'm trying to overcome it. So I would then do something that I truly love, and that would be our journal page.
Did you ever think that?
What?
That you don't want to do it?
I did plenty
not
times.
Near me then.
Huh?
Then not near me, because I remember you always being like, oh yay, let's do craft.
Yeah, but I sometimes when you see me on the couch and I'm like not going to the studio, or if I have like a massive mess here, which happens sometimes, especially recently, I have a little person here creating with me, and the table is like as if the bomb hit here, and I'm thinking, why do I have to tidy up after 2 of us now? So then I have a block not to do anything, and this little person sometimes like, Emily, will you just, do you mind to just tidy up the glitter from all over the place here? So if I have a block, I'll try to overcome it with making art journal page, something that I truly love and enjoy, or simple cards. My proposition is just don't stress over that. Don't be, oh, Hanitka. Don't stress that it happens. If you have a block, look around what's can inspire you. Pinterest boards or new products. Go to the shop if you can afford it and buy something new, something that you really wanted to try. Sometimes it's nice to recreate someone else's project. Watch the YouTube video, and try to do exactly the same. And even though you don't feel like, yeah, like creating, maybe just thinking about your own ideas, but creating someone else's idea and following that steps would be nice. I think I'm gonna pause that and see how is Hannah doing.
Okay,
We're back.
we're back with someone.
Okay.
She made a funny face earlier.
Oh, she did.
Okay. Next question from Anki. I was wondering why you don't use products from Finabar and Lindystaff anymore. I hope this isn't not too personal.
I just don't work with them as in design team part. I used to be their design team as many other brands. I'm free now. I'm a free bird. I can use anything I want, which is fantastic. So I love to use all kinds of brands, showing you possibilities of buying this. Are you sticking your lollipop into my...
Because you keep moving like this. Your knees keep moving.
I have hair lollipop. Is that nice with my trousers? Whoops. You're not gonna give it to Hannah now. No. Careful. No.
Just lick it.
No, not that's sharp. So I just I don't have to kind of be with any brand specific. I use them from time to time, not that often anymore. Indeed, I use them from time to time, and I use plenty other things. I like to show small brands as well, and like little different things and products and ideas that maybe others don't show. That's what I kind of like. And yeah, I used to do many design team projects for many brands, for all kinds of brands, and that changed a while back. And I kind of decide what I like now. Maybe that's... Well, I did like that too, don't get me wrong. It's just I am not... Like, when you are in design team, you are restricted to make 2, 3, 4 projects a month. So that's... Bless you! So that's kind of, that's kind of how things...
No.
Okay, next one.
Next question from Tammy.
Are we both in pajamas? Bottoms?
Yeah.
Oh my Emily. Okay.
What made you decide to do YouTube for your career?
I haven't decided. It was again accident. I was working for Lindy's. They asked me to do YouTube videos as a part of design team, and
She's looking at me in the reflection of the phone.
You okay? Okay. Okay. So what was the question?
What made you decide to do YouTube for your career?
I didn't. This was pure accident. As I said, I had to do video tutorials for design team, one of the design teams. I love you. You too.
When you went back
And
on your first video,
yeah.
you were so surprised. How did I show this? You were like, I can't see much from this.
Yeah, well, it was different. I had different lighting, different table. Oh, Hannah, you kind of have to cooperate here. Thank you. So I didn't choose it. It chose itself. It happened again by accident that
Maybe
I was
I'll
doing
sit
more
down.
and more videos. No, because I'm too high. I was doing more and more videos, and it just happened that I fell in love with making them, and I love the cooperation, the communication between. I love the communication between myself and viewers, people that watch my videos. I loved that very much, and it just happened that I was doing more and more videos and more and more. And then did you just find out that you have a flower in your head? Through papa.
Bye bye.
Through bye bye.
Bye bye.
Through bye bye.
Bye
Nusru, bye-bye. Go on.
Do bye-bye.
You can do it. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You can do it. Bye-bye.
Yes, nearly.
Bye.
Maybe
not.
How can you do? Okay, so it just chose itself. It just happened kind of naturally. Oh, I know what I can say. That all the comments of every one of you was making me kind of loving the YouTube even more, because there was more people there, more people, and more people are asking me questions and asking me for ideas for videos, and it just happened that I was like, I can actually do that more often and more often. And yeah, kind of accident, but I'll definitely I probably will try to make a video of how I started and how to do videos and how things are. I'll do separate video about that. I hope after the new year. After the new year.
Next question,
please.
From Tessa. Can you do a studio or house tour?
House tour, no. No. Nie. House tour, nie. Nie.
No.
Studio tour? Hopefully soon, yes. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Nie. No. Why is I keep having this strange hair there? Nie. House tour? Nie. Studio tour? Yes. Next question, please. Marina. No, not Marina. Eva. Oh, yes.
What was the reason that you moved to the Ireland from Poland? Was Cork your first foreign destination?
Oh, so it's kind of similar what I've answered before. So let's move on.
But was Cork your first foreign destination?
Yes, it was. I only... Hannah, no. You shouldn't be doing that. No, Hannah. It was, and I love it. And I was told that West Cork is the nicest. So we are in West Cork. So yeah. Oh, I have an idea. Where's the song? Where's your favorite song? Let's keep on moving, Emily.
Next. From Sharon. Oops. How did you get into art? Age, schooling.
Age? Schooling?
Like...
What does it mean, age? Schooling?
Like what age?
Oh yeah. Well, I was always creative. Always. And I didn't do art school. I think I was answering that in my previous Q&A. I can't remember, but I'll repeat quickly myself if I do. I wanted to do art, but I never did. My parents had a different plan for me. Now they know it was a good thing to do what I do. But yes, they indeed had not been thinking that art could be, could be something that you can live on. So I started seriously crafting 6 years ago, probably. As in going on markets and doing cards and for sale and things.
Put it all in your mouth.
Yeah. How did I get into? By accident. I was talking about that, I'm sure. Check my previous Q&A. I'll link you that at the end of this video. Yeah. Next one?
Next. From Alexandra.
That's in Polish.
Wiem, że kochasz Irlandię, ale myślałaś kiedyś o powrocie do Polski, which means I know that you love Ireland, but did you ever think about going back to Poland?
Truthfully, we are thinking, and we thinking that this year is kind of our deciding year whether we be back or not. So honestly, the visits we had in Poland this year were to check houses and check things, and our kind of we don't have a plan. But this year, I think things may change, may not. We don't know. We do think about coming back, but it depends as well because of Emily. She's in big school nearly, so it has to be done smart way that she's not gonna, lose on the move. It's a big step moving to a different country, going back home. We are here for so long, but we do thinking we miss our families. Our parents are getting older, and we do miss about that. So we do think about that. So Yes, this year, as in 2019, will be deciding year, I guess, either here or forever, or we coming back next year. So I think, or I have a different
We never
plan.
know.
I have a different plan. I would love to pack my little family into a camper van and go for a year trip all over the world by car. So next one, go on.
Next one from Debbie. Have you ever been to Australia?
No, I wasn't, but I would love to see koala bears and to see kangaroos and I think sloths.
I did a project on
Australia, you did.
And I had the animal section.
Yes. Do you remember the animals that were there?
There are loads. There are loads of different species of kangaroos.
Yes.
There are wallabies. There are koalas. There are dingoes.
Okay.
They're like kind of dogs.
Mm-hmm.
There are kind of squirrel-looking animals.
Square-looking.
They're
Like
not like
Henyo?
squirrels, though. No, they don't have a fluffy tail.
Why don't you bring Henyo to the video? I'm sure everyone would love to see your Henyo.
Okay.
Yeah? For 2
Yeah.
seconds. Go on, I'll pause the video. Hanya, look. Who's that? Who's that?
Wait, hang on.
Who's that? Who is that? Who is that? He bites you.
No, don't give him the chip.
He bites you. Do you remember your blood and the cry?
Like 2 times.
Gently. Gently. Yes. That's your animal one. Gently. Good girl. Yeah, gently. Like him. So, who's that? It's a kotek.
That's a cat, Mom. Yeah, we call every fluffy animal either henyo or cat. She has an evil laugh. Henyo.
What a Q&A that is, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. Hannah, be careful. Don't just hit him.
That's so exciting. That's so exciting. You love him. You love him. Oh, no.
We'll go to the camera.
That's Henyo. That's our Henyo. Okay. Henyo is gone. Next question.
Next question. From Bree or Brian. Sorry if I didn't pronounce it right. We all know you love all of your products to create, but which is your favorite medium to add? Example, watercolors, sprays, etc.
At the moment, watercolors, but my old and first love were sprays, and I still love them, but I should get back to them more often, I'm sure. Sprays.
Gelatos. You used to love them.
I still like them, but I wouldn't say they're my favorite. Watercolors and sprays, those two, definitely. Next one.
Next one. From Laurette.
Oh yes.
What do I combine with gelatos?
Anything and everything. You can did I do video on gelatos? I didn't, but you can add gelatos to modeling paste and color your modeling paste. You can create color as in paints from gelatos if you add water to it. You can just smudge it with your finger, dry. You can add some water, and that I think we'll be finishing that soon. We'll be finishing because she will have enough. So anything really, try and experiment. You don't necessarily have to wait for someone else to try it for you and just to tell you what to do. Experiment, do things for yourself, you know. I think I keep on looking at myself instead of to the camera, so I'm sorry if I'm not looking at you.
I look at myself. I don't know where the camera is.
There.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
I've
strange.
been looking at myself all the time.
Me too, sorry.
Next question from Kim. Have you always been creative?
Yes, always, and till now I am. Yes, always.
Next question from Marley. If you could make a travel-sized kit, either for mixed media or scrapbooking, what would you put in it and why?
Definitely watercolor set, watercolor brush, so it's the brush that holds water inside. Oh, there you go, you can hold that. Watercolor brush.
That's unsafe for you.
True, there you go.
Maybe.
Cheap is more safe. No, it's okay. Watercolor, set of watercolor brush, some kind of watercolor paint journal, like journal with the watercolor paper inside, thick paper. I would also take gesso, because it's always good, like a small amount of gesso. What else? Some kind of collage papers, as in collected things from my stash. What else would I have? A pencil, definitely. No, if you have watercolors, you wouldn't need sprays. Definitely pencil, like charcoal pencil or graphite pencil. Posca pen as well, white Posca pen that I love. And maybe a permanent black pen as well for outlining. Yeah, that's kind of it, I'd say.
Next question from
We're nearly there.
Sapraya. Don't know. Do you varnish or spray fixative on any of your mixed media work that uses sprays? Some sprays tend to fade with time.
Yes, I kind of, I don't see that. I do see it when it's, when it's fading, when it's on my next to my window. Then yes, I see from sun. But yes, if something is around here, I don't see it's fading. You can use hairspray, works great. You can use professional fixative, you can spray, and yes.
Next question from Torsa again.
Hello, Torsa and Haya. Haya, it's Torsa's daughter. Haya or Haya? Haya, I think.
Do your journal ever portrayed your emotional outbursts?
Sometimes. When Susie died, that was like purposely, I just had to do it, and I made a journal page because of that. When Susie, our guinea pig, died, our previous guinea pig. When my granny died as well, I have done something similar. But honestly, no. Antosha, yeah, when Babcia Antosha died. I think it's like this.
Chip stuck to your slipper.
Sorry. I think no, in general no, but I do create when I'm happy or when I'm sad. I'm not sure that it always shows. It does show in the colors and stuff, possibly. Yes, I probably should say that my journals do somehow show off the emotions. Yes, maybe I don't always realize that, but it does. And sometimes I'm dragged to the table because of some emotions. Maybe I don't even realize that I came in to create this journal page because I had this urge for making it, for getting my emotions out. Yes, so yes, I would say yes. But maybe like this, when I do it for myself, when I want it, it's like this, that it is something behind it. But when I was doing for DT projects, like design team projects, and I had a deadline, rarely it was anything with emotions. And no, I just had to do it because it was about to making it for certain theme or color, or was restricted to products and stuff. When I do it like, freelanced, I like that. And oftentimes, yes, it does.
Hannah, Mom, why did you teach her how to throw?
Oh, we were teaching her how to throw balls, yeah.
Plastic balls. I know she's throwing everything.
Okay, I think we're nearly there. One more question, I think there is, or not.
Yeah.
I think
from
so.
Dorothy.
Dorothy. I have Dorothy. Look, Dorothy, what I have. I still have it. I have a gift from Dorothy that I keep and I love and I cherish so much. Look, Dorothy. Look what I have. Haha. Marta Lapkowska. I was in Belgium. Dorothy Fruterko, I think. She is my beautiful student. She was and she made this gorgeous box for me as well.
Is there anything inside?
There are. I'll show you what. Those things. I have plenty. Oh, she did that too on the capsule on the back. There's plenty of those things.
Oh, they're like from fountain
Yeah.
pens.
Yes, exactly. So thank you. I
Right.
still have them, Dorothy, and I love them, and I cherish them, and I keep them, and anytime I look on this in this box, I'm thinking about you and how
The question.
thoughtful that was. Question.
When to use white
White
or bleach gesso?
white or black gesso. I don't think it doesn't matter, because you can do same project. Let's say if you make in a mixed media canvas, you can thank you. You can use black gesso, you can use white gesso. It doesn't really matter. It's up to we're finishing. You can use it anytime. It doesn't matter. It depending whether you like the bright look or the dark look, whether you want to use sprays on top, or maybe you prefer to use wax on top, maybe you prefer acrylic paints. So all the different background, whether black or white, will show off different colors afterwards. So it's up. Yes. It's up to yourself how you're gonna do it and what will you use it. There's no rules, just use what you have, use what you like, and try. You can experiment on the canvas and use both. We're gonna finish it that. Thank you so much, guys. We hope you liked it, enjoyed it. Let us know what you think. Yes, it was
hope you enjoyed.
Very strange Q&A, but I think I enjoyed it more with you girls than on my own. And well, I had Hannah last time, but you weren't there. But I like that. If you have any questions, let's have some more questions. Let's have some more questions under this post, under this video. Please leave me some more questions for future Q&A if you wish. And bye.
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 You say bye. Bye. Yeah. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Are you ready, assistant?